Alright, folks. Said I wasn't gonna, but here we are. I got some new parts. I got to assemble it anyway, so I figured I'd do it on stream so I don't have to worry about actually filming this. It's going to be quick. It's not going to be a super long one, hopefully. Well, actually, we'll see. We'll see. I got to get this working. I got to get this working, like, today. So... Let's see what our second angle looks like. That's not too bad. It is getting raunchy on this desk. But it's okay. So, new parts here. This part is the main thing that's changed. I'll grab... Well, this is what it looked like before. And you can see how close this was to where the bearing is. So simultaneously, this was really weak. But also, it was weak in the sense that it had to push closer to the fulcrum, right? So I moved that outwards. And it's changed a few things, but we learned a lot since we've assembled this last one. So we will, once again, disassemble this boy. And we will, once again, try and make this work. This is like pretty close to the last chance, I think, before I call it a not a resounding success, unfortunately. So that's what we're going for. We want resounding success, obviously. That's what'll make people want to come back to this video, which is the key. But I'm already behind. So I got to kind of make a decision here. Okay. So these two can stay. This whole yellow stuff is getting yeeted. I've increased the the clearance a little bit, so hopefully it's not so tight this time and won't need to file anything. Hopefully it's not too loose though, but we will see. Bearings come out. Bearings come out. So all of this comes out. So everything's really wiggly here, so I've got some better ways to hopefully reduce the wiggle. I'm going to keep this fairly assembled. I got to take the bearing out, obviously. Oh, shoot. Okay, I got to go do this over at the Arbor Press, actually, because I can't. Wish I had another bearing. I mean, I think I have a lot of these, but I just don't know where they are. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go remove this quickly. Okay. So this obviously goes in here. Oh, this one I forgot to change the. Hold on, I gotta press this one in. Okay. Ta-da! And then this. Oh yeah, that is significantly better. Perfect clearance. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. See that gap? See how beautiful that is? God, I love this. Oh yes, I love this. Okay, so one thing I did, which I want to show you actually. Instead of just like tweaking slowly, bit by bit, which is nice. Oh, this works so much better. Look at this. Oh, yes. That was smooth. That was easy. It's easy to adjust. This still doesn't line up, though, and it's driving me crazy. I don't know why these don't line up. These don't line up perfectly, despite the fact that in the model they do. But that's okay. Actually, I don't know. That might be contributing to why this isn't working as good as I want it to, but one step at a time. So with that installed, I'm just going to put this on here so it's easier to work with. So another thing I did, I got a file so I can try and make, because these are 3/16 drill bits and they're like the exact same size as these screws, but these screws have like a tiny little bit, I think they're 5mm screws, and I don't have any 5mm drill bits somehow. So we're gonna do that, and you'll see that still doesn't fit. So I can just take this. Nope. I had a pretty big weekend planned, but end up feeling kind of sick this weekend, which is kind of a blessing in the skies, because now I can work on this. Frankly, I need it. There we go. There we go. That's pretty good. And then it's still a little wobbly. This screw is supposed to go all the way through to this one. I don't have one on me that's that long. I should probably go do that today. I gotta go run and grab a long screw for that. But that should work for now. I think I was supposed to use a short screw for this, actually. Oh, did I do this backwards or something? What's going on here? I did this upside down. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to use a short screw instead then. And then once this is done, I will use this new filament I got and print this all out and try and make a strong thumbnail for this video, because that's going to be the name of the game on this. I gotta get my thumbnail nailed. Thumbnail nailed. Okay, that could be looser, but for now it's good and it's quite tight. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Okay. Now gonna do one of these. I just did a flat one for this again because that seemed to work better last time. I should have just probably adjusted my print settings, but I kind of like this manual approach to getting the hinges to work for some reason. I don't know. Nice. It's funny when you want screws to strip, they don't strip, and then when you want them to not strip, they strip every time. That's okay though. Okay, so this one goes in there. Okay, and then we got this new guy. Just made it a lot beefier because we can. We have a ton more. Oh no, it goes this way. Yeah, we got a lot more room on this. I should have. There's a lot of friction on this piece though, so. Kind of actually regret my decision on how I designed this. Hopefully we can make it work still. All I need is like the smallest little washer ever though. I can print those in literally 30 seconds. Could even integrate it right into the design of this. Is this going to get in the way? This might get in the way. I might have messed this up already, but... Okay, so like this is obviously like not as loose as the last one was. But hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's fine. Bugger. Oh my god. We got someone join? Someone on? Who's here? No. No concurrent viewers. Rosenberg, how you doing? I wasn't going to stream today, but I got these parts slightly adjusted, so... And I'm supposed to have this video done for Monday. Not going out Monday, but... I'm panicking to get this done. Okay. Now we can put our frame on. How do I actually do this? There we go. Frame on. Bugger. I think I messed this up. I did, kind of. I have the file, so I might just use the file. Just got to reprint this frame anyways. This frame's just a demo piece. Okay. Nice. Tinker Sesh, weekend Tinker Sesh. That's annoying. So, I need to chop out material from here to here, probably. sure what I'm supposed to do. Just be safe and get all of this out of here. This is not fun. This is not a fun thing to be doing, but PLA does not machine well. It doesn't like this kind of... Because just like, it starts melting before it actually starts machining. But it kind of smells nice, so... Literally grinding. Absolutely. It's that weekend grind. Honestly, this is quicker. Oh my god, this is so much quicker. Should have done this from the beginning. What do you want, Dusty? Cat's getting anxious. She wants out. disgusting. Nice. How is that looper coming along? Okay, that works good. Oh, nice. Where do you stream on YouTube or are you streaming on like Twitch? Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Okay. So we've got that. Let's pop this on here. Yeah, you gotta be. My wife actually gets. I have to make my wife a new channel because my algorithm's all building stuff, and it's none of what she wants to watch. So I gotta be. I gotta make it better for her. So I gotta make a separate channel just for that too. Okay, interesting. Kind of works. Interesting. Okay, seems to be kind of working. You want to go out, Dusty? Give me 1 second, okay, baby? Oh, sorry. I'm the highest quality streamer on the platform. Okay, 1 second. Oh. Bummer. The beast has been released. God, I love that sound. God, I love that sound. Okay. I want to set up like a shop cam. And just like a really good multicam setup for streaming. And then I'll literally just stream every time I'm working on stuff in here, even when I'm filming videos, because I think that would be fun for people to see, is how I actually film the videos, because it's chaos. It's never a clean thing. Okay. Okay, no success yet, but we've got our adjustment knob here. Sorry. Oh no, it didn't kill. I thought it killed the stream. Give me 1 sec. Oh. Oh my god, this works. This works so much better. Okay. Oh, this works so good. So the last one, I had to change the linkage just a little bit. And basically I adjusted it so the linkage just had more power, because it was pretty weak. And there were points where it would get stuck. not pushing it. It's not pushing it enough, but it's so close. Do I have something I can put in there that will... Because all I need to do now is just adjust this, but I've already maxed out that adjustment. But this now has a strength to push it every single time. Like there's zero delay on this, which is amazing. Oh, actually, I don't think it's that. That's the problem. You know what? I think it's just working. I think it's just working. Let's get it on the pedal here. Okay, hang on. I'm going to bring the camera down. So that's me trying to bury the beater. The fast hits are a bit weird. Fast hits are a bit weird, and my pedal obviously bottoms out, so I gotta put a pad underneath so it doesn't bottom out. Always clicking back into place for some reason. I wonder. I have some adjustment here too. I'm just gonna maybe put like a little pad under here for now. Where does it even hit? I don't even know. It's hilarious. I literally don't have a drum key. Oh wait, I printed one. I don't know where it is though. I printed one, but I don't know where it is. That's annoying. Yeah, I used to have one on my keys, but I haven't needed them in so long that I no longer have them on my keys. I think I can make this spring because this thing is so much stronger. Okay, I just need a pad under this, and I need to tighten this bad boy down. I never liked this kick drum pedal because it needs a drum key to put on, which is really annoying. It's so close. So the issue now is this guy here. The screw here that pushes the beater forward. It's just not pushing it enough. It like kind of is, but you can see the jack slipping off there. It needs to push it a little bit farther than that. And I made this adjustable so this slides forward, but I've maxed it out now. So yes, like sometimes it does. Like there we're on. The other thing I wanted to play around with too is like this is quite heavy. And so I was thinking about printing something else that was a little bit lighter. So I can, because that's the difference between this and a piano key, obviously. A piano key is very light. So it sticks with the pedal a lot better, whereas this one's got so much inertia, it kind of does its own thing a lot of the times. Could just be that it's a metal shaft too, which there's not much I can do about that. This is a great way to destroy a drum skin, by the way. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I have a little bushing I printed that I think would be perfect here. I just gotta find it or print it again. Where's that little bushing piece? I must have it somewhere here. Yes, here it is. So literally this oh my gosh. This tiny little guy here. I'm going to put it on the end of this. This will give us just that extra little millimeter. No! No! Let's just do that. Oh. Okay, that works every time now. And then, yeah, like a dowel. So one thing right now, I have it adjusted so that like, I don't know if you've seen a regular piano, but when you press the key slowly, it doesn't hit the string, which is exactly what we're getting here. But it's still pretty far from the skin there. So theoretically, I can bring this in. That's still accomplishing the job there. Let's do even closer. Go even closer theoretically. Like, let's go too much and see what happens. Oh, what? Oh, there's something weird happening here. It's because this elastic is getting caught, isn't it? What's tripping the jack here? Oh my god, it's actually the... Okay. My linkage is tripping the jack. Look at this nail. There we go. Okay, so now I can bury the beater, which is not what we want. I want to not bury the beater, so we pull this out. Still buryable. Still buryable. There we go. I need a nut or something. Do I have a nut for these guys? These M5 screws, which I don't know where they came from. Now I'm getting a double hit. Okay, I also want to figure out this noise. I just need like a little something. I don't like this double hit I'm getting. So that's like the whole point of this. Do I have any room on this? To make this fall back a little bit further would be ideal. It's way too much. How about there? That kills the double hit, but that was too much. It has that sort of, it has that real like piano feeling action where like there's a definite sort of click when you press down. This linkage isn't really doing enough. I think I need to adjust it a bit more. It's not pulling back enough now. It was pulling back way too much before. And now it's not pulling back enough. So I gotta kind of split the diff. I just took the jack right off. Because one other thought I was having is I don't even need the jack because this white thing, this guy does like all the work. But it's supposed to, like this is supposed to go forward and then you can see it stops moving at this point. It's supposed to actually kick back a little bit, which it's not doing right now. And it's because it kicks back when this switches direction. Right? Like it's supposed to go like that. Just that tiny little bit is all I need. So I just got to change the timing of this. Okay, so back to the drawing board, just going to adjust that again a tiny little bit, and then I think we should be pretty good. Yeah, because if I do that, then this jack I can set the jack earlier or later. Strike. And then we'll reduce that double hit. Now, a regular piano actually has a thing up at the hammer that comes into play after the strike to actually catch it. To prevent the double hit, a back catch. We're very close. We're very close. A couple more little adjustments, I think we'll have it. And these parts print pretty fast. And then I got to print the full thing. And then I got to finish this video today. So, I guess I could do this on the stream too. I may as well. Hello. There we go. Thank you. Sorry. I switched scenes and then it I'm the highest quality streamer on YouTube, by the way. Um does anybody know how to make the chat in OBS stay open when I click on a different application? All right, can I stick it in here? Oh, okay, never mind. I got it. That's awesome. Okay. So the issue here is, see, I'm doing this just for the thumbnail, just this like little piano thing, because I think that'll be so cool. But I figured it out. I just had to drag the chat into like the OBS window, and it just kind of snapped in there. Okay, so hang on, I just gotta turn my ba ba ba. Okay. So the issue here, I got to turn on all my things. I was feeling real rough yesterday. Quite a bit better today. And like significantly better in the last like hour, basically, since I started streaming. And maybe you guys give me the juice I need. Okay, link 5 is what I need to see. Okay, so right now, so the blue guy is what interacts with that thing, which is actually this thing now, but we can look at this one instead. So you can see how it's supposed to get close to this point when this is at the horizontal. And then as this goes down, it stays close, but then it actually kind of pulls away from it as we get to the bottom of the stroke, which is good. But what I need it to do is, once this gets past horizontal here, it's got to go back. And it does it. Oh, my mom's calling me on FaceTime here. Let me just answer this quickly. Hello. I'm streaming right now. What is it? Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. Okay. Okay, love you. Bye. All right. Never ignore a call from Ma. It's one of my rules. I break it sometimes, but so that's what we need. Right now it goes, see how it goes back so fast there, and then it stops. So I need to basically make that point happen sooner, because it's just not going back far enough. It only goes back like the tiniest little bit. What happened? So I think all I really need to do is just change this joint looks like it's probably attached to this. So, and I did not model this right. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play with the joints, because with Fusion, you don't have to have the joints actually connected to any specific geometry, really. So I can delete this, and then I can drag this inwards. That's probably too much. So originally the joint was there. I'm going to try and move it here and see what happens. So as long as you do an as-built joint and then select, you do have to select some geometry, but it doesn't, you don't have to actually line them up. So now we're getting that backwards movement. It does push forward a lot there, though. And it continues to push forward, which is is that the worst thing? I don't know, but what I can do is I can literally just reprint this part with the hole there, and then we'll be able to test this in like a few minutes, which is great. So now we're getting a super fast iteration. Super fast iterations. Check this out. Look at this. Oh yeah. Boom. Finish. And then we grab our body, save as mesh. Oh. Yeah, sure. Try link 2. And then we can pop over to Bamboo. Select all. Try link 2. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm going to try one other thing here, because I've been filing each of these holes. But what if I just actually like did the holes proper? So 5 millimeters, let's go 5.2 mils. And then this one I need to make smaller, 4.8, because this is where I want it to thread in. Okay, so let's go with that now. Try link 3. Don't need supports. Slice. 10 minutes. God damn, that's nice. Okay, so I got 10 minutes now. We can look at some other stuff that needs fixing, maybe. I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything else, to be honest. well, one thing that I've been really struggling with. So IRL, this hole and this hole don't line up. And then this hole and this hole don't line up. But in my model, they do. So I don't understand what is happening here. I thought maybe it was like the axle. But even in this case, they line up. You can't see it now, but they do certainly line up, I promise you. So I don't know what's going on with this. But I will be reprinting all of this in these nicer colors. We chose these colors to be kind of like piano looking-ish. The other thing that I changed, so I filed this down on this model, and I think that was a good call because now the jack doesn't have to go so far back in order to engage with it. But I don't know, I might have done it too much. My wife. So we'll let that print. We'll let that print. I could probably bring this in further. So one other thing that I did is so I've got this motion gen thing that I've been using. And I was just using this to get an approximation, but I wasn't doing anything, like none of this was to scale or anything, and I didn't even know how to do it. And then I figured out you can just import screenshots. And so I took a screenshot of my thing, and see we determined I was able to move this whole way out, which is great because that's where all the weakness was in the last design. This was so close to the hinge and so far down that this didn't have enough power to push the hammer up every single time. So by moving it up and out, now it's like got all the power, but it also reduced the amount of travel that this has. So we can play around with, like, we could potentially play around with this a bit, bringing this around. And you can see how the paths change. And so this is the whole thing. Now this is like this dot, this path used to come all the way down here, and then it used to go all the way back up here before I started changing stuff. And you can see how, like, literally every little adjustment we make changes everything. So that's what's so difficult about all this. Right, and so what we just did now is we pulled this in, so it's gonna switch a bit faster. Hopefully that works. So, other things I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to add like a little bit of a space, because there's obviously a ton of friction against these two pieces. Excuse me. Oh. Oh. And I actually think instead of, well, because I could literally just extrude this. I think I have to do 0.2 because I literally can't do smaller than that. Let's go with that. Nice. And then 0.2. And then we can combine these two. So that'll remove some of the friction there. I kind of wanted to do stuff that makes this look cooler too, but I don't know. I'm running out of time, y'all. There's going to be a part 2 on this. I was going to try and get, like, I got to figure out the damping mechanism, which I haven't even done yet. So there's going to have to be a part 2 on this. But I think it's okay because I need videos to work on anyways. So we can just like backlink 2. May as well just print this one as well. Let's do this on the X2D, I guess. No, it's not the main nozzle. It's the third nozzle. Or the third, Wait, why is it saying that? I'm so confused. I don't fully understand how this stuff works. Mapping, synchronize now. Because my main nozzle's the TPU. Yeah, main nozzle's TPU, so okay, so regroup custom. There we go. Let's just do that. We're almost done on this bad boy. Look at that. Okay. So, oh yeah, what's the time on this one? Not that this actually matters. 15 minutes. Okay. I like when it gets to this point where everything is just little tweaks, because I hate waiting for prints. I hate waiting for prints. It bums me out. So this is just so much nicer. And then once I get this nailed, then we will put the new material in, print this in all the right colors, get it assembled, film it, and finish this video. I don't know how I feel about this video yet. I don't know. Okay, I'll grab that in a second. I'm going to let it cool down before I grab it. My 3D printed song video all of a sudden is getting a few more views all of a sudden, which is nice. The click-through rate just shot up for some reason. I don't know what happened. It's been so low this whole time. All right, let's go grab that. Let's go grab that boy. I could take y'all with me, right? Can't I? Continuity camera is great, but it's really annoying sometimes. Nice. Hang on. Hang on. Yo, look how zoomed in this is. Okay, let's go. Just changing the audio to the... Yes, nice. I don't know what you can see, but come on. I'm trying to be a better streamer. I'm trying to make things more interesting, but okay. So, all we're doing is changing this boy out. Which is easy. Oh, stream's struggling right now, folks. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so these new 5.2 millimeter holes. It's good, a little wiggly. I could probably do 5.1. Basically go till it's tight and then just back off till it's loose. Nice. Go till it's tight, back off till it's loose. Okay. So that did a couple things. So it definitely moves back a little bit more on that point, but it also is now pushing it away from the jack a lot faster, and like it's holding it off of the jack this whole time. So basically the jack's doing nothing, which we don't want. So what do we do here? I have this adjustment. Okay, so now the jack is on. Okay, so that's very close. This is starting to work, I think. I think I need a new jack that has a better spring mount. Okay, that's working. This is working, folks. This is working. Let's try it on the drum. Bearing won't bury. Even if I go slow, it's not going to bury. Fast hits work. Okay, this is the best. This is the best it's been by far. It's a little bit gushy feeling. Let's set this jack. We can set this jack even further. Okay, that's not enough there. So come back a tiny bit. There we go. Keeps moving. Not catching it as nice as I wanted it to. It's not bad though. Oh, this is better. We are making improvements. It's not perfect though. Could be faster. Jack just slips a little bit too much. It's kind of cool. So there is a space there, like there's obviously a gap, right? So when you strike it, there is an area, like this amount of travel of the pedal, where it doesn't re-engage again. Until there. Now. And I think that's probably in line with the piano's action. Like a piano, you still have to lift the keys somewhat to strike again. Like you don't get this, you don't get to repeat immediately. I would like to repeat sooner. I don't really know how to make that happen though. So it's almost like encourages you to play heel down, where it bounces the beater, right? Like this is, I'm not burying the beater right now. But if I do, I can't. It's making me realize how subtle playing a kick drum pedal is. Because like when I'm playing a normal kick drum pedal, I'll repeat a note in like this much movement sometimes. Which is like a millimeter of pedal travel. Bouncing quite a bit, which I don't love. I definitely liked it better when it was. And realistically, like, yeah, the super fast kick drum things aren't really working that good. I mean, it's not bad, actually. It's really not that bad. It's just a bummer when you miss it. But this is impossible to bury. Like, I guess if you go real slow, you can kind of bury it. But like, obviously, as soon as you had any force to this, that's twisting too. That shouldn't be twisting. But I guess it makes sense that it is. What if I made this spring or this elastic stronger? See, now this, I set the jack to engage, or not the jack, but the, this guy is pushing enough that the jack's not even engaged at this point, but it still works, because this thing is doing the pushing now. The jack only engages right at the end, which might be okay. And now my re-trigger speed's a lot higher. And there is a world where the jack doesn't even matter, right? But I do think it is important. It gives you that really definite sort of click feel, which is quite nice. It's quite a satisfying feeling. Interesting. One other thing I want to try is actually changing the point at which it springs. Ignore my pink socks, y'all. So I can move this to here. See what this does. I don't know. This might be too crazy. This is going to pull the beater way back. Let's try that. This is too much. Spring action on this is too crazy. I liked it better before. So, honestly, it's pretty darn good. Like, it's pretty playable. It's not amazing. I can fine tune this better. If I keep working on this, I will get it better. I'm not going to get it considerably better today, which I need to be done this today. So I think this might be where we're at. Which is okay. Let's try and make this. This is like, it's nice that this is the reload is right there. So, and like the pedal goes back a significant amount, right? It's just one of those things where, like, on a piano key, more of the time you let the pedal sit all the way back. But when you're playing drums, especially if you're a heel up kind of guy, it's rare you ever let the pedal off completely until you're like done playing. So that's sort of the big difference here. And there, you know, it's important to understand that there's a difference there, because that's a pretty fundamental difference that affects how this whole thing works. There's a lot of jiggliness. But like, this is great. Now there is obviously that big clicking of the metal on metal underneath. There we go, that solves that. Kind of. So I think for version 1 of this, I'm pretty happy with this. It's kind of a satisfying sound. And like, yeah, you literally can't bury this beater. all about these little adjustments too. There we go. There are some misfires which are hard to swallow. I don't like them, but it's definitely not a perfect solution. I need to just tape this on here, to be honest. Oh my god, ridiculous. I don't like that. That doesn't feel nice. I think that literally is just like, just keep adding tension to this. It's taken the abuse quite well. This frame could be much stronger. Oh, I don't even have it locked down inside, but it's okay. I think this works as good as a piano key does, which is saying a lot. It's just one of those things that maybe it just doesn't, maybe it's just not the greatest thing to have on a kick drum pedal, just because of the way they play differently. I wish I had another pedal to compare with without having to disassemble this. It honestly works pretty darn good. I'm not gonna lie. This is Ruby. I just had to. I had to come on stream because I changed a couple little things. You can see the linkages are all white now. They're different. This works pretty darn good. It's chaos. It's noisy, but it's impossible to bury. Right? It resets so fast now. There's obviously mishits, but I'm trying to push it, see how far we can go. It's the clickiness is the pedal, the bottom of the pedal hitting here. So I need to, like, I just have some paper towel here. That's on there. So much better. Yeah, the linkage is different. So this guy doesn't come back as far, but it comes back just far enough. See that? Oh, you couldn't even see that. Yeah, so this guy doesn't come back as far now, but just far enough. And in doing that, I was able to lengthen lengthened the connecting point back here. This one. And now it has just a lot more power to push. Like it pushes it back every time. There's no lag here. That's instant now. And it works. A little bit of bounciness that I need to figure out, but I'm not going to worry about that for this. So yeah, and then I kind of want to figure out something, because there's travel here, and I don't know how a piano handles that. If they do, I feel like they don't, but that works every single time now, which is really nice. And all the adjustments work amazing. So like I can adjust the point that it releases. Right, so right now I have it so it releases right at the front of the skin. So the lightest little tap. But if you wanted to release it way earlier, you definitely could as well. Even these fast hits work for the most part. You get a couple missed ones occasionally. There's a bit of a learning curve to playing this, which is ironic because the whole point of this is that you don't have to learn how to not bury your beater, but so that's the situation. I think I'm gonna call it there. That's good enough for the video, honestly. There's gonna be a part 2. I can refine the heck out of it and then work on the damping part. I gotta finish the video today and tomorrow, and I don't know, I guess it'll come out. I don't know when it's going to come out exactly yet. I got to figure that out still, but I have to reprint all of these parts in the new material I have. You know what, Ruby? I got something else you can be proud of. This is just for you. You know how you've been telling me this whole time to use Motion Gen with scale use it to scale, and I couldn't figure it out, and I was too lazy to figure it out. Well, I figured out something that let me do that so much easier, and I just wanted to give you the satisfaction of pushing me to do this. So I figured out I could just take screenshots of my thing and just put it right in. And it doesn't matter what the actual scale is because it's all relative. So so I just did a screenshot. I used this to get this newest adjustment, and you know, we had it. This was the old mechanism, the picture there, but you can see it's just slightly different, but it's just enough to make such a huge difference in the actual mechanism. And then once I figured this out, then I took a screenshot of this and put it into here. And put it into here. And then use this to figure out where all the joints needed to go. Right? So there and there. Obviously, everything's moved around now, so it's not lined up anymore. But yeah, so we eventually did what you had been suggesting since the beginning. But this is, if I had to measure out everything, that would have been an absolute nightmare. But with just using a screenshot, man, that changes the game for how useful Motion Gen is. And I did not even know that was a feature. And then I was just like, that would be really useful. And sure enough, you can just come up here. And add an image, which makes so much sense. And it's awesome. And it works perfectly. Well, it made a huge difference in this last iteration, where I just needed to tweak something slightly, but I wanted to be able to picture the actual path and make sure the tweaks I was making wasn't going to just break it again like it always did. So that's awesome. And that was a good idea on your part to try and figure out how to make it scale. Make it to scale. So I'm going to get going on the video here. Now that we have this kind of good, I'm going to reprint all these parts in the proper colors. I'm going to finish filming things. Hopefully have this video done maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But I don't know when it's coming out yet, but I'll let you guys know. But that means probably the next stream I have to figure out what I'm going to be doing next. I got you in there. I'm putting the core people that have been on most of the streams in there, but your name pops up first, of course, because I think you've literally been on every single one, which is wild, and I appreciate that. But I wanna shout you guys out because it's been awesome having y'all here with me, and that means a lot to me. So yeah, next stream, I'm probably not going to stream on Monday. I can already sort of assume that. Probably not going to stream on Monday, but we can maybe I'll figure out what to do on Wednesday. So there's definitely going to have to be a part 2 on this. I don't know if part 2 is going to be the next video because I have like 2 other videos in progress. And I'm not sure if those are going to come up first or if I'm going to delay them. I don't know. It also kind of depends on how well it, like, obviously if this video does really good, then I'm going to want the follow-up of this to be immediate. but we won't know until I release this and see how it's doing. So, yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do on Wednesday. I think we'll probably maybe start looking at the modular keyboard thing. That's probably the best next step, but we'll see. I have some other video ideas that are a bit ridiculous as well, but we'll save that for another time because I don't even know if I'm going to do them yet. I don't know if I have the capability. Might start dabbling more into the electronic side of things. I'm just not good at that stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how difficult it all seems. But yeah, so that's it for today. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'm so stoked to get this video out. Actually, no, yeah. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll. I got a million things I'm trying to figure out right now, like literally in the next couple days. So let's call it here today for this surprise weekend stream. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope it continues. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the video, and then we'll reconvene probably on Wednesday here. Alrighty, thanks guys. See you later. Have a good weekend.